The mortal remains of Ghana Black Stars player Christian Atsu arrived in the country early this evening. It was welcomed by the Vice President of the land, MOHAMMED, and the Minister of Information. They were among some of the dignitaries there. Some fans were also there to welcome them. We'll look at the arrival of the body in the country after his death was confirmed yesterday. But early on, before the arrival of the body at the Kudus International Airport, Kudus MOHAMMED found the back of the net once again and dedicated his goal to Christian Atsu. We'll talk about Kudus MOHAMMED's goal and why he did not get a card. Usually players get cards for that. When he removed his shirt and showed the RIP Christian Atsu on his inner garment. We'll look at all that today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So before we look at the arrival of the mortal remains of Christian Atsu after his death was confirmed yesterday, we're going to talk about Kudus MOHAMMED and his goal for Ajax. Today he scored in Ajax's win, and it was interesting because the last goal Christian Atsu scored was a free kick, and this was the first free kick goal by Kudus MOHAMMED, sort of like the passing on of a torch, and it was quite interesting to watch. Kudus MOHAMMED scored the goal sweetly and removed his shirt to show the RIP Christian Atsu, an emotional moment for the Ghana Black Stars youngster who was not carded for that, and it was quite interesting that he was not carded. He became the first professional player to take off his shirt and not be shown a card for that. As to why he was not shown a card for that, in the post-match presser, Kudus MOHAMMED explained that the referee decided to not give him a card. Looking at the enormity of the situation, the way the news broke and how Atsu and everything surrounding him was, the referee decided to side with reason and not give Kudus MOHAMMED a card for that shirt removal. It was an emotional moment for the Ghanaian youngster after he scored his very first free kick goal. This is what he said. We have football rules, but this is beyond football. This is about life and death. The referee told me it's not allowed, but he understands because this is a bigger situation than football. A big respect from me to the referee. Sometimes these are some of the things we like the referees to do. Sided with reason and decided not to give Kudus MOHAMMED a card for that. Rightly so. It was an emotional moment, and Kudus finding the back of the net, great moment for him. A lot of people wanted that to happen, so he dedicates his goal to Atsu, and it being his first free kick and Atsu his last goal being a free kick was really emotional, to say the least. We'll have a look at the arrival of the mortal remains of Christian Atsu at the Kudus International Airport. Also on target this weekend was Osman Bukari, a brace for the Ghana Black Stars man who also continued his goal scoring form once again. Let's have a look at the arrival of the mortal remains of Christian Atsu and how he was welcomed by fans at the Kudus International Airport.
The winger that won the hearts of many, from Fete Feyenoord times to Cheetah, all the way to FC Porto, and he also won many hearts in England and in Spain where he played. Ghana has indeed lost a true son. That's what we are supposed to expect in the few minutes.
Of the Turkish ambassador.
Turkish ambassador to Ghana also on site. We see the preparation being made for Atsu to be brought into the middle of the space created here on the tarmac. We are witnessing Atsu's arrival back home to his family. Atsu came through the ranks at FC Porto in Portugal before earning his senior team
the Barrier
debut.
Party is marching briskly with the mortal remains of our dear brother Christian Atsu.
Atsu is being brought into the middle, accompanied, draped in the national flag, being honored by members of the Ghana Army who are bearing him ever so gently back home. Emotional scenes here at the Kotoka International Airport.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Atsu
I would also like to acknowledge
has been
the
placed
presence of Ghana's ambassador to Turkey.
Atsu is home.
So the Barrier Party will march off. May I respectfully invite the military clergy to give us a word of prayer, and to be led by Ben Odo Eji. At this juncture, we will call on a rep from
our dear brother, and for many, our son. From the football family, we want to send our condolences to the immediate family, the wife and children, and indeed the entire external family. It is with great sadness that we stand here today. There lies a son of Ghana who brought a lot of joy to our hearts. Outside the field of play, he contributed and touched a lot of lives with his good deeds. And in the past, we've heard so many that he did without broadcasting it. And many are sharing testimonies about how he supported and helped them. We are reminded of the joy he brought to us. And on that note, the football family would stand shoulder to shoulder with family and indeed the government of Ghana, so that together we will give a befitting burial to our star who brought joy to our hearts. Thank you very much.
Affairs and Regional Integration, the Deputy Minister for Sports, Ghana's ambassador to Turkey, and Turkey's ambassador to Ghana, the Executive Secretary General of the Ghana Football Association and members of the GFA, Nene Chwasam and members of the Chwasam family, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the security forces, members of the press, and Ghanaians who are listening all over. It is a very sad day that we are here to receive the mortal remains of our brother, our son, our husband, our uncle. The tragedy that occurred in Turkey about a week ago is one that was devastating, and we anxiously and nervously prayed that our brother Christian Atsu would be found alive. We hoped against hope. Every day that passed, we prayed and prayed. But alas, when he was found, he was no more. I'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of the President and the government to extend our sincere condolences to the Chwasam family. Atsu'S twin sister and his brother accompanied him from Turkey home. I'd like to extend my condolences to all of them and their entire family for this deep loss. I'd also like to extend my condolences to the footballing fraternity. Atsu played for the Black Stars, and he was much loved, and we will sorely miss him. I'd like to extend my condolences to the Ghana Supporters Union and to all Ghanaians for this loss. It is a painful loss, a very painful one. But as the good Lord says in the good book, that from him we came and to him shall we return. We pray that the soul of Christian Atsu rests in perfect peace in the bosom of the Lord. Thank you very much. And I would like to say that the state will be fully involved with the family in providing him a befitting burial.